Hello, and welcome back to the Blooming Journal Live. We're doing a special weekend edition this weekend, so welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. So we're finalizing our series, the launching of your 2024, your life plan. Okay, so once again, you need to have a life. You need to balance being a business person and a person. So today we're going to talk about that dreaded thing, work-life balance, or as I call it, work-life balance slash unbalance. So here's the deal. I read a book not too long ago called Passion, and of course did not look up the author or whatever. I will put a post about that in on LinkedIn and whatnot later. So sorry, bad video person. So the point of the book was this: that anybody who's ever gone after a big goal, climbing Everest, running a marathon, getting into the Guinness Book of World Records, for goodness sake, they didn't do it by having work-life balance. They did it by putting every single thing in their life on hold and focusing and structuring their entire life around the goal, right? So look at anybody who's ever earned a gold medal at the Olympics. Do they have a balanced life? No, literally every single solitary part of their life is dedicated towards getting that thing around their neck. It affects everything that they eat. It affects the entire structure of their day. It affects, do they go to college or not? It affects, what does work even look like? Or can you work? Can you even get a job? It affects every single solitary aspect of their life. And they have willingly made the choice to allow it to be that way. Now, that has its pluses and its minuses. Very often there is, depression after achieving that goal because, well, what do you do now? There are prices to be paid. Like, you do squash parts of yourself that get underdeveloped, and somehow you have to pay catch up later on. But that's the price you pay to achieving something excellent, often. Is it fair? Is it right? Probably not. But is it reality? Yeah. Is this something that I am willing to accept to be able to achieve my very large business goals? Yeah. Literally, like, do I have a life plan? Yes. Do I plan to take advantage of it? Yes. Do I need it for mental health? Absolutely. Does that mean, I'm going to see my girlfriends and do special things with my mom and take vacations? You bet your sweet patootie it does. But the rest of my life, the structure of any given day, is going to be towards my business goal. I've made it my priority for this year to really go for revenue and build and grow my business. And here's the thing, that means that on any given day, that is my focus. And that is not balanced. And I recognize that that is not balanced. But I have to be okay with that, because any way of doing it otherwise is not going to have that result at the end of the year. Okay? It's just not. And, I have responsibilities. I have family responsibilities. I know you do too. And so this is something we have to grapple with. What do we do with work-life balance when our ambition collides with our responsibilities, right? What do we do when the reality is, to go after something ambitious, we have to be unbalanced? Like, we've all heard moderation, the middle way. Don't, go to extremes. But, and, especially in our world with politics right now, the extreme is, it seems to be ripping us to shreds. But the reality is that you have to sometimes go to an extreme to meet a goal. And you and I together are going to have to figure out how to be okay with that. So that is something that, I also am grappling with when, creating my schedule for the year, because to meet my goals, I have to be in balance sometimes. All right. So that is the deep philosophical quest for this year as well. Um, Thank you for joining me this Saturday morning. For those of you who have followed along this whole time, I'm so grateful. For those of you who just joined me today, thanks for stopping your stream and giving me a listen. And remember, rock stars, it is never too late to bloom. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.